Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had 2 directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Hey everyone, going to be looking at the technology sector, Facebook and Apple, all on the daily and weekly time frame. Just going to be comparing these names in the technology sector and seeing how they are holding up in extremely bullish market environment. So here's that extremely bullish market environment. The XLK technology sector, 11 green days in a row, closing at the high at the end of this week and just riding this upper Bollinger Band up to the upside. It is acting as resistance, but it's ascending very rapidly. And since the start of December, we are on absolute fire, seeing extreme moves to the upside and looking at about 15% in the past 3 months. So we know the bulls are in full control of the technology sector. We're in breakout mode on the weekly time frame. No signal that the bears are taking over. We have had a couple little bearish reversal candlesticks, but no confirmation. So bottom line, markets at all-time highs. Technology sector is extremely strong as well. And we're looking at Apple, and it's following along. So Apple had the bullish reaction to earnings. Since then, we have not broken the higher low pattern. We have seen higher lows now every single day in a row for 13 days. And that certainly, obviously, is extremely bullish. So we have Apple here at all-time highs, and it is responding very well to the market conditions and to the technology sector. In my opinion, it's going to take consolidation in the market or in the technology sector in order to see that play out in Apple. What we also have forming here is multiple inside candlesticks in a row, which shows a tightening range. And it also shows declining volume. So we have the range of Wednesday, and then the range of Thursday fitting completely within the range of Wednesday, and then the range of today fitting completely within the range of Thursday. So it's just a tightening range, higher lows, lower highs. A break is imminent on Tuesday without a doubt. We see the volume dropping off a little bit lower and lower volume. That is usually the common pattern when you see a tightening range forming. We call it reaching an equilibrium. So we're going to see a key break. Right now it favors the bulls because we closed up at the high of the day. So if the bulls on Tuesday break 135.83, we're looking for a new all-time high on Apple. And if the bears show up and we break 135.10, we're just going to be looking down at pretty much the preceding lows of the days that acted as support back in this most recent week. So we have a clear break coming, and this is a setup that tells us that volatility is going to increase. We're getting so tight, the trading range is getting so tight that a break is imminent, and volatility and volume are going to come with it. So the weekly time frame for Apple is just full-on explosion to the upside. We have now seen 3, 6, 9, 12. We have seen 12 of the past 14 weeks have been green, and the past 3 have just been an explosion to the upside. So that just shows you the bulls are really feeling the technology sector and all that strength. Now we look at Facebook on the daily time frame, and it's strong. We are absolutely in an uptrend, higher lows and higher highs. But the fact that in the past couple of weeks since earnings that the bulls have not been able to see a new all-time high, we've been literally about 1 to 2% away from that all-time high, and the bulls just can't follow through and break it. And that's a bit concerning for the bulls, not because of it's a break of the uptrend or anything. We are still very strong, as I said, but the fact that we're not seeing anything like Apple is seeing in these market conditions, this is the most favorable technology market in recent memory, if not ever. And the fact that Facebook is not able to push through here, right on the brink of this all-time high, but just stalling out, is a bit concerning, because you have to think to yourself, okay, if we can't get a new all-time high under these market conditions, what's going to happen if the market begins to consolidate? I would anticipate Facebook is going to consolidate pretty significantly as well. So where we stand here, we've got a little higher low, lower high pattern. So here's our all-time high of 135.49. Here's our lower high of 134.94. And we have the clear higher low pattern, 129.52, higher low, 132.55. So the range is tightening. Volume is pretty steady, but slowly dropping off. The middle Bollinger Band support is catching up, and the Bollinger Bands are beginning to tighten because that trading range is tightening as well. So similar to Apple, except a lot more drawn out. This is a tightening range over multiple weeks, whereas Apple is over 3 days. So here we're going to be looking for a break next week on Facebook, and a break of 134.94. We're going to look for an all-time high, and a break of 132.55. We're going to be looking down at recent lows that have been established, and we have been establishing support on the way up, but it would be bearish, obviously, if that were to occur. So the weekly time frame, we have that new all-time high. We've been going back and forth with green, red, green, red, green, red on the weekly, and it is showing stalling out a little bit. Just like Apple on the daily time frame with those inside candlesticks, Facebook has that on the weekly. 2 weeks ago, we had a wide range with earnings, a smaller range last week, now a smaller range this week. So we're watching 132.55 support and 134.70 resistance to look for a break of this tightening weekly range, and you can see the volume dropping off there as well. So that's what we're looking at for the technology sector, and these two individual names. Apple bulls are on fire. We're just looking for a break of the higher low pattern on the daily to indicate that this bull run is done for now, and we'll be looking for normal healthy consolidation once we do get that signal. Has not been given yet. And for Facebook, we're watching this tightening range, the tightening weekly range, and we'll be seeing a break most likely this coming week. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in as always. Have a great long weekend.